Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in yet another video on this channel. And I offer my apologies for not being able to post content regularly because I was on a spiritual tour with my mentor. Okay, so that caused me to take a break of sort from social media. But anyways, hopefully from now onwards I'll be able to post content regularly. Okay, and this video, which you are watching right now, it's about how childbirth impacts a marriage, and this is something which is not much discussed in the astro circles as well. But what happens is, as human beings, childbirth is one of the most important events for two individuals, right? For the mother and the father. But what very few people tell you is that the child's horoscope, that means the horoscope of your first child, is also going to play a very big part in determining how your married life is going to be. Okay. And in a country like India, where sex takes a backseat after childbirth, where marital love and affection takes a backseat after childbirth, it's very important to understand how you deal with your marriage, how you deal with your partner after childbirth, because uh, you are no longer, apart from being parents, you are also, your first responsibility is towards your husband or towards your wife, whatever your role is, right? So you take up you note down the date and time of the birth of your child. And remember, never do a forced C-section delivery, which is very, very common nowadays amongst people. They try to force C-section deliveries, thinking that if the child is born in this muhurta or that muhurta, the child is going to be good. But those things don't really yield results in the long term. Okay, that I have seen personally, and most astrologers who do these things, they will also personally verify that they either do this for money or they do this out of goodwill. Okay, but if you are aspiring parents or if you are expecting parents, then don't force your, delivery at a particular date or at a particular time, because those things can bring harmful effects in the long run. Okay. Now coming to the topic itself, you make your child's horoscope and see how the sun and the moon are placed there in that child's horoscope. And if the sun and moon are in Kendras or in trikon to each other, then it means that your marriage is going to flourish. Your marriage is going to be a happy marriage after your childbirth. Okay. If the sun and moon in your child's horoscope are in a 6-8 relationship, then you can expect some misunderstandings in your marriage to come up immediately after childbirth. Okay, but again, a 6-8 relationship is not bad because it indicates some differences of opinion might come up between the parents, between the new parents, and that can be ironed out in a matter of time. Okay, but if your sun and moon is in 212 position, say in the child's chart, the sun is in the fifth house, the moon is in the sixth house, or the sun is in the third house, the moon is in the fourth house. In that case, it means that there is going to be arguments and fights amongst the between the parents. Okay, and those arguments and fights, if not dealt with, can escalate to a long-term conflict later on, which can be quite devastating for the parents as well as for the child. Okay, so it's very important for the first child of yours to have the sun and moon in good positions from each other. uh, if not, then the remedy is to visit a pilgrimage place immediately after childbirth. Okay, go to a pilgrimage place, not for fun, not for posting pictures on social media on Instagram. Just go there with a lot of devotion, with a lot of bhakti, and pray to the presiding deity of that pilgrimage area to sustain your marriage, after childbirth. Another remedy would be to fast on the day of your Upapada Lagna. Okay, Upapada is the Arudha Pada of the 12th house. And there are ways to find out the Upapada Lagna. Most astrology apps are going to calculate that for you. And I have done a video on Upapada Lagna. It's there on my playlist. Please go and watch that, or you can calculate the Upapada Lagna manually. So just if your child has a difficult position of sun and moon in his or her horoscope, then, as parents, you should fast on the day of your Upapada Lagna to sustain your marriage. Okay, say as the husband, if your Upapada Lagna is, say, Libra, in that case, you should fast on Fridays. Similarly, as the wife is if your Upapada Lagna is Scorpio, then you should fast on Tuesdays. Okay, so that's how you should remedify, your relationship if your child has a bad position of sun and moon in the horoscope. Okay, so please check this video for yourself. Okay, most of people, as I said, this is not widely discussed, and most of the people would know that this is actually, this is a very important factor to determine your happiness after marriage, after childbirth. So please test this on your chart, on your child's chart, and do let me know in the comment section regarding the feedback on this technique. As always, I'll see you soon in yet another video. Namaste. Om Gurave Namaha.